Look, gold-linked dividends are quite interesting, and I understand why companies are trying to do it. They're trying to create a fungibility, if you like, back to the gold price. But the bottom line is, if the gold price goes up, you make more earnings. We pay dividends out of earnings. We don't pay dividends out of the gold price. And if earnings go up, clearly we'll pay more dividends. If you look at our dividend yield history and our dividend payout history, we're right up there. And in fact, over the last 3 to 4 years or so, we've paid out somewhere between 27 and 32% of our earnings as dividends. So if we continue doing what we're doing, we're going to be rewarding shareholders, and we'll be very competitive on dividends. I don't believe in paying quarterly dividends. I think that the real issue on dividends is not whether you pay them quarterly, it's what you pay out over the year. And if we have another good quarter, and similar to what we've had now, or even better, then we would like to reward our shareholders for their support over the last year and have a nice final dividend if we're able to. So I've looked at what everybody else is doing, and I'm very satisfied that we don't need to change anything what we're doing, because if we keep doing what we've been doing in the past, we'll be right up there with the rest. We would prefer to stick to what we've got at the moment. Our big focus in South America is on Peru, on Chile, Argentina, Colombia. Those are the countries that we're interested in South America. We like the Philippines. We think it's a country that is well endowed.
Are you wedded to Arctic Platinum, or would you be prepared to let it go if you realise better value?
I'm wedded to value. We'll be in a position by this time next year to make a decision on Arctic Platinum. And remember, we've said before that we have this deposit that really doesn't carry any value. We believe in our NAV. No one's ascribing any value to this deposit. So the question is, how do we derive value out of this? Do we develop it ourselves? Do we sell it? Do we joint venture it? Do we spin it off? What's the right way for us to valorize this project in the best possible way? But in order to make that decision, we need to finish this work. It's a polymetallic ore body. It's palladium rich. It's about 3-to-1 palladium platinum. That makes up about 50% of the total feed. Gold makes up about 10%, and then nickel and copper make up the other 40%. So those are all of the different metals you have in the head. And if we can get this right and develop it, the thing that I'm quite attracted to is it would provide this kind of technology in the group, this kind of processing technology in the group, which could assist us in the future, particularly as there's going to be a bigger proportion of refractory type ore bodies into the future, and the autoclave technology that this is pioneering is ideally suited to exploit those kind of ore bodies. So,
where are you with the initiative you announced, was it 18 months, 2 years ago, when you were trying to get better productivity? I think 11-day fortnight was what you wanted specifically. But
six-day week.
Okay, you were looking for ways to get more per year of the mines. Well, what's happened there?
What we've done is we've managed to get a trial agreement in place at one of our larger shafts at the KDC West complex, ex-Driefontein it used to be called. At the 5-shaft complex, we've got a 6-day development week that we're trialling there. In other words, the previous working arrangements was an 11-shift fortnight. Instead of that, we're moving to a 6-day development week, only on development. Because the key issue is, how do we provide greater flexibility in the ore body? How do we create additional face length in the ore body? And that's all about development. So we're trialing that. The union, I must say, were quite keen to assist us on that, and we negotiated that at a branch level at the mine, and we'll see how that goes, but the early indications are encouraging. It's been going now for around about 5 or 6 months, I think, Paul. Yeah. And if it continues to show early promise, we'll try and formalise the arrangements, and then more importantly, roll that out to the longer life, higher grade shafts within KDC.